Like I be just
I
so
mean,
confused.
I think honestly it comes because it's like now their child is what matters to them, and you care so much about your child that you don't want your child to experience what you experience. But it's like a hindsight thought because it's like, well, then he shouldn't have been the dad, but you can't do that now. But I think that's it, they kind of turn into, it really is just like a hindsight moment. It's like, oh, I shouldn't do this because now my child is watching this. They are seeing this example. And I think it, for some, it unfortunately takes them being in that situation for it to click that you, like, your life is quite literally the mirror that they're going to be watching and how they're going to operate their lives. Because as much as parents like to say, you know, don't do what I do, don't do as I did, or do what I say, or something like that, it's like, no, they're going to do what they see you doing because what you're showing them is what's supposed to be okay. So
So
I
then it
want
would
to
then
get.
it
Go ahead, Ali.
so it wouldn't be that though, Cam. Like earlier you said, most of them didn't want to be mothers. It's the fact that another person will have an influence over a kid, and you have something to compare it to. Most fathers don't have issues with their kids, and when you look at data, most women complaining about their children, fathers enjoy being fathers. So when you put the father next to her and you compare their results to what they're getting from the child, it's because how she looks compared to the child, and she don't want that dad to have the leverage. That's what it's about, control. Most women didn't want to be mothers. They wanted their way and they wanted control and they wanted something they could leverage, and it backfired on them. That's how you know they didn't regret, because they still saying they strong and independent, and they still trying to get the bag. And then the biggest one before, look, watch this. Love, do you need man? Do you need a man?
Me? Are you talking to me?
Hmm.
I'm married.
Okay, but do you need a man?
Yes, I do.
Liz, do you need a man? Hey V, do you need a man? Jerry, do you need a man? Now, what will happen conveniently in a different episode, all the women will say
Jerry is
they
my
don't
baby
need a
mama.
they don't need a man. So it depends on the day, and y'all could be the best women. I don't know if y'all are or not, but women flow with whatever way is convenient at the time. One minute they for the fathers that needing them, the next minute they not for the fathers needing them. But we know as a community, women say they don't need men and that they strong and independent. So when they don't need men, they start.
I am not a strong, independent Black woman. I need a man.
Audio
Right,
went out.
but what I'm
Audio.
saying is that if you don't need a man, the community complains about the father. Everything she's complaining about is a man.
Women that say they don't need a man are either hurt, gay, or traumatized some way.
Yep.
That's the only women that say they don't need a man, and you should
And
stay
this,
away from those women.
but Des told you they supported by society. They're living their best life. They're doing what's in their best interest. If they leave us, they working for self-love and happiness. But if we leave y'all, we created a broken home. So whatever women
They
do,
need a man with money.
what is
That's what
what
they
is a
meant to
woman's
say.
responsibility in 2024 going to 25 that she won't get shamed for not doing? We'll get shamed for everything, even not being a man. There's nothing a man can say, oh man, this happened to me when I was young. This, whatever happened, we still have to show up as a man. What can a woman say where she doesn't have to show up as a woman? What excuse can you not use? We can't use no
hello.
excuse. The excuse is limitless. So I ask the sisters, what are women's responsibility to the community, that if you didn't do it, you would be shamed collectively by the community? And I'll wait on that.
Honestly, I don't think there is one, to your point. Because even, you know, we know there are women that abandon their children, but to say a woman is a deadbeat mom does not exist. So I mean, I agree to what you're saying. It's unfortunate. It's definitely a double standard. Specifically, I feel like it's larger and, you know, more prominent in our community that, you know, you do see, you know, if there's a struggling single dad, they'll say, you know, why isn't he getting multiple jobs so that he could take care of his kids and do what he needs to do? But if you see a struggling single mom, it's like, well, at least her kids have shoes and clothes and a coat on their back.
Right.
And like, you know, so I mean,
But
I
keep,
agree with
but
you.
keep going. Who's the easiest to please? Who can you make happy? Like if you switch gender roles, in which seem like women fighting for so-called equality, which is just in their best interest, it has nothing to do about the man. If you pay 50% of my bills or 75% of my bills and 100% gave me sex and love, that's the best relationship right there, and I ain't ashamed for it. But women aren't even happy with that. They fought to go to work, but even if you get a house husband, you go, I ain't about to take care of no nigga. So what makes a woman happy? Man, it's very simple: intimacy, food, and peace. But now it's so bad. And what I kept trying to tell Anton, brothers our age go, hey man, just don't give me no problems and peace. You can't tell a woman to cook. That's offensive. You can't tell her to clean. That's offensive. You can't tell her to be a mama. That's offensive. I could be with Jerry and go, hey, Jerry, hey, almost done, Jerry. And I was almost done, Jerry. I can go, Jerry, you're the best woman in the whole world. I just don't like when you do that. And you go, oh, so I'm not a good woman? Like, you can't even correct women. You know,
that's an emotionally immature woman, because ultimately a woman has a role.
But that's what we keep doing collectively as sisters, and saying we need to make a movement to correct women, the market of women. We go, you just state the obvious. We know that's an emotionally unstable woman, but most sisters aren't coming together to rally around and go, most of us is trash. Like, just being facts. Like, and no one wants to shame sisters. We can shame brothers all day long to do the right thing, but we don't want to shame sisters into being what the community needs, but we'll shame brothers into what the community needs. And we still try to be responsible, but even that's shame. Oh, dang, Dad, you take care of that baby mama? Oh, fam, you went back an old girl? Oh, you wifed up old girl who used to be an OnlyFans? We shame for everything instead of giving grace, because if man truly stood on code, y'all have nowhere to go.
I agree with Ali. But I'm gonna tell you this: if we shame women, they're not gonna give two shits. I'm sorry. Women are not gonna. Women
don't like to be held accountable.
Women like to listen to women that aligns with what they're thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to listen to us women that are shaming them. They're not. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you a pick me, you a hoe, you a this, you a that." They're not gonna listen to us. Trust.
I disagree. That's who they listen to through generations. They listen to the man, and they listen to grandma. Wait, hold on. They listen to grandma. They listen to grandma, and they listen to their mama. When I was growing up, sit your behind down. You being bad.
But
you need to get married.
We're talking about outside people, not family.
I'm not saying that. This is what I'm saying. I didn't say they're not listening to the father, but the mother was the greatest enforcer. If you have a mother that's listening to your father, supporting your father, complying with your father, and pushing them up, there's no reason to push back on the daddy. But the women are the biggest influencers of the children. The reason why people are rebelling and having identity issues and the LGBT growing up is because women go against the father. So the kids go against the father. Look at all the celebrities like Master P, 50 Cent, Brian McKnight, all these celebrities who kids go against them. They never go against mama. But 50 Cent kid, well, I think what he was paying, $50,000 in child support, $60,000. They started complaining. Now he pays $6,000. He was taking care of his kid, the woman, and her boyfriend. The women are not supporting the men. They supporting the sisters, and it's just you getting your way and being out of control collectively. Not the sisters on this panel.
I mean, but to your point though, the women aren't listening to all women, which is what Q was saying. Like, you're saying we follow women, but we're not. They weren't listening to Shahrazad Ali. They were listening to the Whoopi Goldbergs of that time and things like that. They weren't listening to the women that they should had. So the point is, like, the women that should be the example is who she was saying, like, that's who they push back on. That's who they call pick-me's, and that's who they say, they're male validation. All y'all want is male validation, all these things. And I'm just like, well, should I not want male validation? Like, I don't want female validation. So
hey, Cam, individually, I agree. They don't listen to the good woman, but most women is birds of a feather flock together. They just go, they follow each other, and they follow what other women want. If you have 10 of those women, or hundreds of those women, compared to 304s of thoughts that's saying it, women are going to listen. But women are basically trendsetters. Whoever y'all say to go after is who y'all going after. That's why y'all keep picking the so-called Pookies or the Ray Rays or the dudes y'all can't control. And not you, Cam and Q, not y'all. Just please don't make it about y'all.
Yeah.
The collective of women keep trying to, like Q said, keep trying to pick guys they try to change instead of being the follower of the leader. Women don't want to follow the leader. And then they get with a guy that don't need them because it's all based on looks. Like, I'm a certain type of guy in my community. I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't have to do anything because I know that, but I don't weaponize what I don't have to do against women. I need to be responsible of my woman, my community, and my children. But sisters who are more attractive weaponize it against the community. They ain't gotta do nothing but show up. They ain't gotta work. They ain't got to be mamas. They ain't got to cook and clean. They slaves in the household. So if you're a slave when you're in a household, but you can go work for your boss, you can go get your degree, you can do what your best friend is asking you. You could change the cat and dog all day long. who do you really love? Everything is about what makes most sisters look good instead of actually being good, which is investing in the community, using the 50-50 inequality for the family instead of using 50-50 inequality for yourself. Because you don't really, most women don't even want to fight for 50-50. They want to change that man 50 to her 50 or get his 100 to be her 100. That's why when y'all say men aren't emotionally intelligent or don't communicate or vulnerable, it's because he ain't saying what you want him to what you want to hear, but you know he's valuable. And that's how you know when women truly care about the so-called red pill community or the men who spit in truth, is because they don't care about the guys they don't care about. They don't care the guys they can manipulate and conform to them. They care about the guys that's actually making them mad because they really like those guys. Y'all get what I'm saying?
So what I would say to that is, as it relates to women, women listen to men. I'm a woman that listens to men, especially if I, like you said, if I find value in what that man is saying. I have had male friends tell me about myself, and I may have cried about it, but guess what? Everything that they told me, I implemented it and I changed it. That's me being emotionally mature. There's a lot of emotionally immature women, and women don't like to be held accountable for their actions. So you have to have a real one hold a woman accountable for her actions. Women, you're supposed to cook. You're supposed to clean. You're supposed to take care of the family. You're supposed to take care of your man. And like you was saying, if a woman like me says that, it's a pick me. I'm a pick me. I'm trying to get attention. No, that's what it should be. We shouldn't be glamorizing like the Sexy Reds, the Cardi B's, the Mega Stallions. No, we need to go back to wholesome families and be back to families.
Right.
I'm trying to
say. But so, again, collectively, the only place women submit is in the bedroom. You can get her do the nastiest, filthiest, backwards, cartwheel, spit, everything, freakiest, nastiest she can be in the bedroom.
Women need to learn how to be emotional.
Jerry, I'm gonna let you finish, Jerry.
Holly, you've been talking this whole time.
Hey, I thought we were having a conversation. You ain't making it about you, are you? I thought we was having a conversation.
Don't do that.
Then what did I do? I'm going back and forth with you. I thought we were having a dialogue.
What I'm saying is that if women learn how to be more emotionally mature, that will be the trickle down effect to everything else that happens in the community. They'll be able to submit outside of the bedroom. They'll be able to listen to what a man is telling them or what intelligent, emotionally mature women are telling them.
That's so why did you just do what you do if you truly do that? If I take care of my woman and my kids and my community, and I'm a leader that speaks in the community, I have my own business, I invest in people. Why did you just do that?
Now it sounds like you're talking about yourself.
No, see, look, this is what we talk about in relationships. I'm not the Pookie. I'm not the Ray Ray. I'm not
saying that you are. No. What I'm saying, Ali, is that everybody has been trying to talk. And you have been talking the whole time. So if there is something that I feel like I need to answer, I've been patient. I haven't been
I just started talking. Brothers, hold on. Let me see in case I'm crazy. Did I just start talking? I haven't been talking like that. I've been talking the whole time. Anybody? Have I been talking the whole time?
You said brothers, so I'm waiting for Phoenix.
Brothers, Phoenix, have I been talking the whole time? Des?
When necessary.
I just started talking.
Yeah, you were making valid points, but I guess she didn't like the monologue. I mean,
that's I guess so. Because you know what's crazy though? If Q said the different thing about what's good for the community, if Cam said it, love Cam too. If Liz said it, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't say, oh, you just talking too much. I support what they saying, but this is what we saying. Even the sisters that's in the streets, the sister who not in the street, the woman with the bag, the woman who don't got the bag, the woman who ain't got no business, the woman who got the business, a lot of them think alike. That's the problem, and they support each other when they doing those so-called supposedly supporting the man, but don't let him talk when he's trying to finish as well too. We don't let the men lead, and then we don't let them fail to be leaders. We try to be the leaders, and when we fail, we go, you know what? It's the man's fault. It's gotten so bad, and instead of saying because we not virgins anymore and getting married, it's because man ain't practicing D-discipline that we 304s. We blaming women who, if there was no 304s, they couldn't even exist on a man. When you control the access to sex. So again, brothers, we're going to keep communicating like our brothers been doing right now, being emotionally available, being vulnerable, and the sisters would just take it, either dismiss it or use it against them most of the time. We don't have majority of the sister support in the community. And that's why Anton probably got silent when he said, you know what? You just missed what I was saying. Y'all probably don't even remember what he was saying.
I leave me out of it.
I'll land there. I'm a mute up for about 10 minutes. So
leave me out of it. I'm looking for a new baby mama.
Make a baby mama cast.
Ha.
No,
I'm looking
serious.
for a new baby mama and trying to figure out what it do. You know, spin cycle.
I just got twisted.
Spin
Crazy.
cycle.
Well, anybody else before we get to the super chats?
All I
Not
was
over
saying,
yet.
all I was saying with that was women, we need to learn how to be more emotionally mature with situations. We need to learn how to take constructive criticism. We need to learn to listen to men when they have something that they have to tell us. I think that once we do that, it will create a trickle down effect for everything else. That's all I was saying.
Ali, do you want to rebuttal?
You know I love you, Jared. You know I love you.
Here you go, another man saying I love you. See, just throwing
Is
it out there.
anybody?
We brothers of love. We love our sisters, man.
No, I had
Is
to
anybody
say it.
moving to
Let's throw that word out quickly.
What more can I say?
Is anybody moving to Houston?
Anyways, let's get to the super chat.
Is anybody moving to Houston?
Shut